Hey, hello everyone. Hope everyone is doing good. Myself Pavan, pursuing MSc Food Technology in Banaras Hindu University under the Department of Dairy Science and Food Technology. Today, here I am presenting you a topic of labeling issues in reference of national and international perspectives and scenario. So we know that food is a major component of any human life. Without food, there is no existence of life. But due to lack of time, due to lack of preparation at time, I think due to this urbanization and all, nowadays the peoples are not getting the time to cook the food, and it's like those things are. So that's why the food packing labeling plays a major role. So what are this label? What is actually a label? I'm gonna discuss these topics today, guys. So, what actually a food label? As I told, it is a tag or a brand mark or pictorial or other descriptive matter written, printed, or stenciled or marked or embossed or impacted or attached to a container of the food. That is any commodity which consists of the tag. It is basically, you can say, a face of an. How does a face identifies a human, like that labeling identifies a product. So okay, FAO works in partnership with World Health Organization to advise the Codex Alimentarius Commission on technical and policy matters related to food labeling. So there are certain agencies which works especially upon the food labeling, such as Codex Committee on Food Labeling and Codex General Standard for labeling of pre-packed foods, packed foods. These are all some certain standards also. The Codex standards is used by countries as guidance for harmonization and has also been used as the basics for new food labeling policies. Need of food labeling. So why we need food labeling? Yes, of course. See, if there is no proper labeling or there is no good label quality, so the consumer will refuse to purchase a product. So these are all issues. So that's why we need it. So these all the label regulations are comes under FSSAI, and in India different countries have different organizations for their packing, like in Europe, the European Union for food labels, and in USA Food and Drug Administration, FDA. They plays a major role in this all things. The mandatory information must be presented in a minimum sign first, and the food labels are in Europe are governed by FIC, that is Food Information to Consumer Regulations. So there are certain claims in food labeling. There are nutritional claims. There are there are some toxicological claims, and what are the allergen claims. There are certain claims in the food labels. Food labels, the FDA regulate all food except meat and poultry products and cracked egg products, which are regulated by the Food Safety and Inspection Service, FSIC. Labels for meat and poultry products and inspected eggs must have FSIS approval before they can be marketed. Likewise, alcoholic beverage labels must have TTB approval. FSIS established a generic label approval by which it allows limited changes to the label without active review by the agency. So, food labeling and claims. This is what we are discussing. Like, what are the claims that should be present on a food label? This allows the manufacturer more flexibility in interpreting FDA policy, but places all the responsibility for current interpretation on the manufacturer. FDA's food label guide provides a comprehensive guidance for food labeling. So mandatory labeling elements such as statement of identity, that is name, net, quantity of contents, nutrition facts, ingredient statement, name and address of responsible firm. So talking about nutritional labeling. So FDA deals with specially deals with the nutritional labeling. The label should maintain specific the serving size based on the reference amount of customer considered. Certain nutrients by name and quantity follow specific formatting and type size requirement. So this is how actually a food label looks like. It should have a date, marking, product name, net weight, ingredient, nutrition, usage instruction, manufacturer details, everything. And nowadays there will be a presence of scanner code. If you scan that, there will be a lot of information about that product which will be coming in your Google. So this nowadays the technologies are improving, but these are the basic requirements a food label should contain. So okay, nutrient content label, as I told already, it should have it, there should be mentions of whether it is a low calories or sugar free, that is free, high and low comprises of level of nutrients in food. And nutrient content claims cannot be made unless they are authorized by Food and Drug Administration. This is very important. So additional label statements are required for food, for nutrient content claims on certain foods. So health claims. A health claim describes a relationship between a substance, food or food component, and diseases. That is what I told you. There are certain products in the market, like they sell. There are a lot of nutraceutical products like they Borvita, your immunity increases, Boost. This that those are these products which have certain claims. So but there should be a qualified health claims for this kind of products under the FDA. There should be a scientific evidence, there should be a qualified health claims, and the agencies will come and they will verify all that, and there should be uh, all regulations, that the claim language is tailored to convey the level and quality of the science supporting the claim accurately. So medical foods, coming to this medical foods, what are these medical foods labels, what should be these regulations and all. So formulated to be consumed or administered under a supervision of a physicians, and which is intended for a specific dietary management of diseases or conditions for which distinctive nutritional requirements are established by medical evolution. The FDA has issued a guidance on medical foods. So infant formula, yes, infant means the babies like which are less than 1 year, as I can say, or 18 months. These are the trending topics in food technology nowadays, guys. So the infant formula, there are specific nutrient content requirements for infant formula and separate requirements for nutritional labeling. Infant formula labels must have additional information including directions for preparation and use, both in words as pictograms as well as by the dates. So this is how about the nutritional labeling issues with national and international scenarios. I hope you all understood the topic. Thank you everyone. Have a great day.